Stop scrolling. This Corrie twist is insane and fans are losing it already. Face screaming in fear. Will Driscoll and Daniel Osbourne struggle to cope with the fact that a number of Coronation Street residents will reach the end of their tether next week? With Will still struggling in the aftermath of his grooming and sexual abuse at the hands of Megan Walsh, words from Sam Blakeman and his dad, Ben, push him to extreme measures. Can the fractured family come together to save Will? Or will a lurking Megan oversee his ultimate destruction? Daniel suffers in the wake of his trolling at the hands of Truth Teller, and when the attacks turn from digital to physical, he seeks his dad, Ken Barlow. When it looks as though things have settled, he arranges a family gathering, but is his ordeal really over? When newcomer Idris shows up on the street, he immediately connects with Leanne Battersby. As she quickly becomes besotted with him, will she heed Alia Nazir's warnings? Betsy Swain and Dylan Wilson clash over a job, Danielle Silverton reappears with rage toward Todd Grimshaw, and Fizz Dobbs is concerned about Hope's growing crush. Shall we get into it? Monday, May 25th. While Ben, Will's father, worries that Megan has ruined his life, he overhears Sam, who is so ill that he tells him he is evil and wants him dead. Sam also tells him he wants to die. Maggie responds to Asha Allahan's request for assistance and encourages him to take charge of the situation. Megan, who is watching from a distance, is missed by the Driscolls below as they panic. When Daniel learns that Bertie is being bullied as a result of Truth Teller, he vows to have his say. He later finds Jody Ramsey in the flat, reading Daniel's reply and demands to know what she's doing. Elsewhere, Todd makes it clear he's finished with George Shuttleworth, Christina Boyd and Mary Taylor while moving in with Sarah Platt, and Leanne gives Betsy and Dylan trial shifts at Speed Doll, leading to them competing over the one vacancy. Tuesday, May 26th. When a group of rowdy businessmen drop curry on Brody Michaela's trainers at Speed Doll, a sharp newcomer named Idris steps in while a panicked young man named Damo runs amok on the street. Welcomed by Alia and recognized by Leanne as Cal's cousin, Idris reveals he's bought a property agency in Manchester. Brody asks for a job while Adam Barlow raises his eyebrows, and Idris drags Damo into the ginnel later. George is convinced that Danielle's large payment for Theo Silverton's funeral flowers is a motive for her murder because Tracy Barlow thinks she might be eligible for a substantial inheritance. Meanwhile, Will discovers Megan's phone number on a note in his pocket. Sarah calls Kit Green to let him know Todd will be staying for a few days, and Daniel tells Jody that the police will be investigating the trolling. Wednesday, May 27th. As Daniel suffers amid his trolling ordeal, Jody points out that Truth Teller has gone silent, leading to further trolls picking up the cause. As he heads to see Ken, Daniel is attacked by two young lads who throw paint at him while filming. Discovering Idris laughing at the footage in Speed Doll, Daniel sees red. As Idris sends Brody on his first job, he celebrates Eid with Adam and Alia, who invites him to come and stay with them for a while. Also, Todd receives life-changing news. Fizz worries over Hope's growing attraction to Will, and Jody is burned when Roy Cropper tells her that, since Shona Platt has returned to work, she's out of a job. Thursday, May 28th. Danielle makes her presence known on the street when she arrives to accuse Todd of killing Theo for the life insurance payout, leading Mary to accuse her right back. As she leaves, Ryan Connor emerges and announces that he recognizes her from the night that Theo was killed. When Ken suggests Daniel get away to straighten himself out, he's horrified to learn that Daniel merely hid in his flat on his last holiday, and insists that Bertie deserves better. Concurrently, when Idris sees a demonstration of Leanne's toughness, he asks her on a date, leading to him trying to kiss her, and Hope finally manages to get a laugh out of Will, leaving Fizz concerned. Friday, May 29th. Daniel tells Jody that Truth Teller has vanished from the internet, with all of their vitriolic posts deleted, and gathers his family for a celebration. A series of flashbacks reveal a dark secret, with a web of lies and deceit exposed for one resident. Ryan informs Lisa Connorswain of his suspicions regarding Danielle, which results in her arrest. Additionally, when Alia learns of their kiss, she advises Leanne to avoid Idris, who has already begun flirting with Tracy. Things are getting desperate for Sarah Platt as next week's episodes see her reach out to a character who has since upped and left the streets of Corrie. Since Theo Silverton's murder, the case surrounding whodunit has gotten even more complex. 6 official suspects have been confirmed, including Todd Grimshaw, George Shuttleworth, and Summer Spellman. However, it has been revealed that Christina Boyd has been lying about her whereabouts on the night of Theo's death, while his ex-wife Danielle has also been named as a possible contender. Amidst all this, Sarah has been dealing with the aftermath of her attack on the same night, as she was knocked unconscious after receiving a blow to the back of the head when walking into the Platt residence. The ordeal has left its mark on Sarah, who has also been struggling at work, spurring Carla Connor to suggest she take some time away from the underworld factory. And new scenes for Monday, May 25th and Tuesday, May 26th reveal that Sarah has attempted to reach out to Kit Green, who has since disappeared. Kit made a breakthrough discovery after spotting Summer in Lisa and Carla's wedding photos, wearing a brooch that was later discovered covered in blood at Theo and Todd's flat, becoming his prime suspect. However, he was nowhere to be seen for Summer's interrogation, having gone to Wales on a secondment. All eyes are now seemingly on Summer, George, and Christina to try to mend things with Todd, and another failed reconciliation with Mary Taylor leads to his announcement that he'll be moving in with Sarah. After this, Sarah calls Kit and leaves him a message, letting him know that Todd will be staying for a few days and telling him to hurry home as she misses him. An inside source told Digital Spy, Sarah is struggling after being attacked at the Platt House on the night of Theo's death. She's been putting on a brave face, but the incident still seems to be troubling her. He has no idea how much she is struggling, though Kit's disappearance on a secondment was not the best time. Will he respond to her cry for company? Next week, on Coronation Street, Danielle, Theo Silverton's ex-wife, will be confronted, accused of being involved in his death. Danielle is one of 6 characters named as suspects by the ITV soap. It seems Danielle is hiding something about the night it happened to, and Ryan Connor is quick to expose her. Tea comes as Danielle publicly accuses Theo's partner Todd Grimshaw of being Theo's killer, suggesting he was after his life insurance. Mary Taylor quickly jumps to Todd's defense, before suggesting Danielle herself might be guilty. As Danielle flees, Ryan sets off after her. He soon drops the bombshell that he saw her on the night Theo was killed, suggesting she was in the area when it happened. While spoilers do not give away what he saw and what he says to Danielle, Ryan soon shares suspicions with Detective Lisa Swain. It leads to Lisa taking Danielle in for questioning at the station. Oh, will Danielle be the new prime suspect, and is she involved? Fans will have to tune in next week to find out what exactly Ryan saw, and why it is of significance. It comes after fans expressed their own opinions regarding whether Danielle was Theo's killer. Some fans think she is covering for Miles, Theo's son, while others think Danielle is the killer or is involved in some way. A fan said on social media, "The spoilers are suggesting Danielle is next to be in the frame, but I'm more intrigued about the stuff with Ryan, like what he could have seen and why does it suggest she's guilty? I wonder if he saw her with Theo, or if she was doing something suspicious." Another fan said, "I think there's got to be a possibility that Danielle is actually the one who murdered Theo, but also there's also a catch that Sarah actually saw her murdering Theo. And there's also another twist to that, as Maggie might have actually seen Theo falling to his death, and that's what led to her heart attack." A further fan said, "It is pointing to being Danielle or Miles killing Theo," while another wrote, "Is it just me, or could Danielle have been the murderer for her saying, 'I am there for you whenever you need me, and Todd said me too for you,' or am I reading too much lol? I'm not saying Danielle is lying, but I do think she is hiding a lot." A final viewer said, "Was it just me, or was Danielle looking quite off or suspicious when she dropped off those flowers? I know they're trying to be suspense, but her look around seemed very odd."